this is Ben for Kit Guru, and today we're having a look at the MSI Force GC20 wired gaming controller and the GC30 wireless gaming controller. This is MSI's first attempt at a gaming controller. They even had to make a whole new section on their website for it. But before we get into gameplay, let's take a look at what you get in each box. Each controller comes with a micro USB cable, OTG cable for connection to Android devices, and a removable D-pad cover which gives the feel of an Xbox Elite controller. You see, it's a simple case of removing the magnetic D-pad cover and replacing it with the circular one. With the GC30 unit, you'll also have a Wi-Fi dongle. This way the micro USB cable acts as both a charger and, just in case the battery runs out, to plug straight in and you can keep on gaming. The visual appearance of both of these controllers fit in perfectly with MSI's other peripherals and hardware, with the GC20 being a clean black and red, whilst the GC30 takes on a more Xbox One feel with the colourful buttons and accented analog sticks and D-pad. Having the additional D-pad cover is not really essential for me, but I'm sure that it will come in handy for some gamers. Setting up the controllers is an absolute breeze. Both of them work as plug-and-play devices. Both controllers work across a variety of systems including PC, Android above version 4.1 and PS3 guaranteed out of the box, although MSI has said that other consoles will be supported, but that information will be available on their website. Both controllers weigh around 210 grams, they have a nice well-built feel, with the GC30 sporting an estimated 8 hours of wireless usage from its 600 mAh battery. One issue that I did have on my Windows 7 system was that some of the button mapping wasn't working as set. After some friendly help from MSI though, pressing a pin into the recessed reset button on the GC30 for 5 seconds cleared this up quickly. So the controller cable length is pretty decent, it's about 2 meters or so. I've got it plugged into the front of my PC. You may notice that I do tend to clack the analog stick when using the controller, purely because on other controllers I've always felt I've had to fight the sticks and triggers. It's nice to have a bit of freedom and sensitivity when using this controller, not having to force the controls in any kind of way. The grips placed on both sides of the controller don't dig into your hands, and they help to avoid any kind of slippage when you're getting really into a game. They're also rather easy to clean with a wipe or compressed air. Both controllers have a very strong vibrate function that might take some people off guard, as it has a haptic vibration unit on each side of the controller. So when you crash or take a shot, you can really feel it. It's not the sort of thing that you'd want to leave on a table or desk if you've got family and housemates trying to sleep. And if you ever get stuck with what the lights on the front of the controller mean, there's a handy chart on the back of each controller to show what each light set means. It's very easy to switch modes by pressing the MSI shield on the front of the controller a certain number of times for the mode that you want. Information about that can be found in the included manual and on the MSI website. With the wireless GC30, holding the MSI shield for a few seconds causes the lights to flash on the controller before going solid on the top 2 lights. This indicates that it's connected to the computer. As far as I can tell, I haven't been able to notice any input lag or latency issues using the wireless controller, nor any interference with or from other Wi-Fi devices around the house, meaning that the GC30 handles just as beautifully as the GC20 does. So what do I think when it comes down to using both controllers? Well, for driving style games like Rocket League, it's pretty much perfect, as I'm able to smoothly perform well. I didn't feel them detracting or pulling me away from the gameplay at all, as both the sticks and triggers are sensitive enough for all kinds of gaming use without the worry of strain or finger fatigue. No fears about accidentally dropping or breaking the controller in intense moments with such a sturdy build quality and those handy grips. One of the difficulties that I encountered when using the interchangeable D-pad was that with the circular one, I often found that if I pressed too far towards the edge, that it would sometimes unhinge or clip off. On one occasion it did fall off. I put that more down to my play style, but it did cause me a few problems in the heat of the moment. Before taking a look at these controllers, I used to use an Xbox 360 controller, and I'm pretty much convinced that I'll be going out to buy one of these controllers once they're released to the mass market. So whether you have a preference for wired or wireless peripherals, the GC20 and the GC30 are fantastic choices when it comes down to gaming controllers. If you want to find out more information about this, head over to the Kit Guru link in the description below. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.